If you're listening to this, you are the Resistance.
Okay, so Lionsgate just dropped their new trailer for the 2017 Power Rangers movie. Now, I wasn't a person that was really interested in this movie because, I was one of the... I'm old enough to know what the 1995 original Power Rangers movie was like. It was it was sugar-coated, it was cheesy, the acting was over the top, and, it really mirrored what the TV show was like at the time. And that's okay, I understand why they did that, because they had to have a certain continuity between the TV show and the movie, because they used the same actors from the TV show in the 1995 movie. So, a difference in tone would have kind of, been a bit odd. But saying that, this new trailer, I was pleasantly surprised. I liked the tone. It seemed to me like it was darker in tone. I liked the acting. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't, hey Tommy, how you doing, and all that type of stuff. It was like real people acting in everyday situations and not over the top, ridiculous type acting. And, it made me want to know more about this movie, which is what a trailer is supposed to do. Now, I'm not going to know too much more about this until they release a full trailer with maybe a little bit more of the Power Rangers in action in their costumes and stuff like that. But from what I've seen so far, I really liked it. And, it has made me interested. And maybe I'll go and watch this movie now, which is what this trailer is supposed to do. It was a very well done trailer. It really was. And, yeah, hats off to them. Top job. And the costumes as well. There's been a lot of controversy about these new costumes that they've done for the Power Rangers. A lot of people criticised it and said they looked like Iron Man and that sort of thing. And to a certain extent, I can understand why they've done it that way, because films are going to take influence from films that have gone before them. It happens in films all the time. We have the Alien and Aliens, that they've influenced movies over the years. And if you watch certain movies, you can see the similarities between them and Aliens. I mean, the recent movie that was out a few years ago, it was... what was that one with Tom Cruise in? I forget the name now. What was it? Live, Die, Repeat was the new name. Anyway, it was where Tom Hanks was like a Groundhog Day with Tom Hanks, with Tom Cruise, and he was going back in time to fight aliens and stuff. That movie reminded me a lot of Aliens with the Colonial Marines and that sort of thing, where they're fighting the aliens on the beach and stuff like that. So movies do take their cues from movies that have gone before them. And I think the change of the costumes was needed, because you couldn't really have the Power Rangers jumping around in Lycra like they did in the TV show and the 1995 movie. It just wouldn't fit nowadays. People just wouldn't take it seriously. It would become a joke. You had to update the costumes to today's sort of standards sort of thing. So I can understand why that's happened. And they have stuck to the traditional colours of the costume. They have made homages to the original Power Rangers costumes, which is nice, which is a bit of a nostalgic feel to it. So yeah, I like I said, I really liked this trailer. I really did. I was pleasantly surprised by it. So yeah, so what I'll do, I'll leave a link to the actual trailer in the bar if you haven't seen it, and go watch it. This is Agent 117 signing off.